to the prefix and suffixes topics, I will give you some examples for the manias and phobias, which means mania. Mania means it's a desire or urge to do something. Phobia means generally what do you mean by phobia? Phobia means fear to do something or fear about something is known as phobias. Let's see some phobias and manias which are asked repeatedly in competitive exams as meanings and generally in every topics. Let's see now. Philopatidomania, which means extreme homesickness. Mythomania, which means lies. A person who desires to say lies is known as a mythomania. He has a mania called mythomania. The next is egomania. We have already seen egoist in the before class. Egoist means a person who thinks continuously about himself. Egomania means a person who thinks himself to be the best and keep talking proud about himself. Like he always thinks he must be the top man in the class, in the room, and he don't gives any chances and ideas to other people to work out. So the person is called egomania. Gamomania. Initially we have saw the root of gam means marriage. Gamomania means a person who desires to do marriage. It's generally like a person who desires to do many marriages because nobody will desire to get a single marriage. So gamomania means a person who has urges to get marriage is called gamomania. The next mania is plutomania. Plutomania means a person who desires to have wealth with him is known as plutomania. Many people have the desire to own wealth, but a person who desires very higher level, who thinks always about this gaining wealth and money is known as plutomania. The next is pyromania. Pyromania means fire. A person who desires to be in fire. This is a little bit complicated one. If you use it in general terms, it will be easy for you to understand this one. The next one is zoomania. A person who craves, who has urges, who desires always to be with animals. We can denote him as zoomania. Gynekomania. Generally gyneco is a root word. Gyne means females. Gynekomania means a person who craves to girls, who always has urges to be with girls and to talk with girls is known as gynekomania. The next example is kleptomania. This will be a very new word for you. Kleptomania means a person who desires to steal. He'll be having money to buy the thing, but it's an intuition for him which says steal that thing. So it is called as kleptomania. The person is called as kleptomania, who always likes to steal things from others. Okay, these are the manias which are asked in a competitive examination in a repeated basis. Let's again jump to the phobias. I have already told you phobia means fear to do something. Mania means urges. It means liking to do. Phobias means fear. So let's see the examples about phobias. Thermophobia. Can you relate this word thermo? I think many engineers will relate this word thermo very easily because thermo means fire. Thermophobia. You don't have to know this word of this meaning to say this meaning. With this root word itself, you can say easily. Thermomania means thermo heat. Phobia. Phobia means fear. A person who fears about fire and heat is called thermophobia. Pedophobia. What do you mean by pedophobia? and I don't know whether you people can remember the root word in the before class. Pedo means children, pediatrician. Doctor who deals with children is called a pediatrician. In the same way, pedophobia means a person who fears about children is called pedophobia. Generally, we people may think all like children. Who will be there fearing to go near children? But there are people. This is a really complicated disease. There are people all over the world in a few number who fear to be with children. The next example is chronophobia. A person who fears that his time is running in a high way, in a faster manner, is known as chronophobia. The next example is theophobia. Theophobia means a person who fears about God. We generally, many of the people will have this disease, theophobia. Most of the people will think that we do something means God will punish us. So a person who fears about God is called theophobia. The next example is demophobia. Demophobia. What do you mean by demophobia? A person who fears about people being in a crowd, a person who always wishes to stay alone in a separate place. Why he stays in a separate place? Because he is afraid of people and a crowd. So the person has demophobia. The next one is hygrophobia. What do you mean by hygrophobia? A person who fears to work. Generally, a lazy person is called as hygrophobia. Laziness is a general disease which is spread all over the world. Many people have that. So you can note down this word, hygrophobia. Hygrophobia means a person who fears to work. Next example is entomophobia. Entomophobia means person who fears about insect. Generally, many girls have entomophobia because generally girls fear about cockroaches. So insects means entomophobia. I am saying I am saying example for each and every word because it will be easy for you people to understand the words and retain these words in a longer run. So I am saying each example for each and every word. The next one is hematophobia. Hematophobia. Hematophobia means a person who fears about blood. Generally, you would have, if you would have seen a live accident in the roads, there will be some people who faint suddenly after seeing the blood coming out from the people. So that disease is called as hematophobia. The next one is arachnophobia. ARACHNO phobia. Arachnophobia, which means fear of spiders. Generally, this comes other from the insect fear category. It is a particular thing, insect called spider. So this category is called arachnophobia. Okay guys, this that's all the class about the phobias and manias. In the next class we will discuss about the root words of prefixes and suffixes. Thank you. Let's go for the next topic. The next topic today is prefixes. Generally, prefixes is also a root word, but these prefixes are used in the starting of a word. Prefix means a word which is used in before a root word is called prefix, and I will say each and every prefix with the meaning and an example because it will be easy for you to understand. The first prefix is dia. Dia means across. The meaning of dia is across. I will give you some examples also. Diagonal. Diagonal means connecting line. A line, dia means, I said dia means across. A line which connects. If there is 2 points, if we connect that, actually this is a diagonal which connects lines. Connecting line is called diagonal. So dia means across. Dia, across. The next two root word is ultra. Ultra. Ultra means beyond. beyond our expectation and imagination. Ultra modern. The example will be ultra modern. I said ultra means beyond, so very modern. We will look at a girl and say she is ultra modern, which means the girl is very modern. It is called ultra modern. The next prefix you are going to see is super. Which means over, beyond. Most of you people know this word super, which means over and beyond. The example for this is superior, superlative, supervise. So supervise, this will be a good example, I think, because everybody know super means it's a great. We think that super means the meaning will be great, but supervise means overseeing. Vise means vision, overseeing. He is my supervisor, which means he supervises me and provides knowledge to do my work. So supervise, oversee. Superficial. Superficial, which means it's a thing which is over our imagination, which is called a superficial. The next root we are going to see is hypo. Hypo means under. The examples are hypodermic. What do you mean by hypodermic? Hypodermic means under the skin. Generally the word dermic is also a root word. You can ask, sir, how is dermic a root word? Actually, dermic is a suffix root, because you would have heard about the word called dermology. Dermology means study of skin. Here, dermo means skin. The meaning of word dermo is skin. So hypo means under, dermic means skin, which means under the skin. So this is the right method, guys. You have to know the prefixes and suffixes and root words to solve the questions easily. Without knowing, you can only guess the options. If you guess the options, most of the competitive exam nowadays are will have negative marking. So the marks you have scored already will also go in a negative manner. So to avoid these things, you have to know the prefix, suffix and root words, which will be very easy for you to not only understand these concepts, but also to remember new words and explore new words. It will develop your vocabulary even. Okay, let's go to the next root. Hyper. Which means over, above, excessive. Generally, hyper means high. The thing which is high is called hyper. We would have heard about the thing is called hyperactivity. Hyperactive. This child is hyperactive. This child is very active compared to the other child of his age category. So hyper means high or excessive, like that. The example is I have already told you, hyperactive. The next root is ab. Ab means from, away. Have you people wondered any time why we called, if our friend didn't come to college or school, means absent. So absent. I have told you, ab means away or move. He has moved away somewhere other than coming to school or college. So it is called absent. Who is obviously not present. The next root we are going to see now is add, which means towards. I will say you an example. Advert. I have already, you could probably read this word called vert. Vert also means moving towards, which we have already explained in the before concept. So advert means turn the mind. So this is called advert. We will go for the next root. The 11th one is peri. Peri means around. Peri means around. So when I said this word, you probably, most of you guys can guess of an example I am going to say, and the example is perimeter. Which is obviously the outer area of the square or circle of the concerned shaped figure. So perimeter means outer or around. To measure, meter means you would already know to measure. Measuring the around side is called as perimeter. And the next example we are going to see is circum. Circum means orbit. The example of this word is circumsolar. Circumsolar. I will give you an example sentence for you to understand. The planet Earth circumsolars means what? Circum means orbit, and obviously many people know, all of you know, solar means sun. The planet Earth circumsolar means the planet Earth orbits the sun, revolves around the sun. So that is the meaning for the word circum. The next word you are going to see is and. Generally it is a short prefix. The meaning of this is without. The examples are anemia, amoral, anemia. Anemia means it's a blood deficiency. A person who has a reduced blood cells is called as anemia. So he means he is without sufficient blood cells. Amoral means a person who is not moral, who cheats every time, is called as amoral. Anti. Anti means against. Most of you people know this because it's the general example is antiseptic, which means a medicine which acts against the septic caused by microorganisms, or antidote, a medicine which helps to cure, which is a remedy for a disease or a poisonous things like that. So it is called antidote. The next one is counter or contra. These are the example. The word counter and contra is a synonym of the word anti, and contrary means opposite. Contraband means illegal. A person who deals with illegal things is called as contraband. Okay guys, let's see furthermore examples about the prefixes. Next one is dis. Dis means bad. Dis means bad. The example for dis is dysfunctional. This battery is dysfunctioning, which means this battery is not working well. Dysfunctional. Functional means working obviously, and dis means bad. Bad working is called dis. So the next example we are going to see now is inter. Inter means between, and this one is a very easy prefix, and obviously all of the people will know the meaning of inter is between. The example is intermediate. Okay. The next thing we are going to see is the 18th thing is far. Apart or away is the meaning. Forbid. The word is forbid, which means prohibited. Forbidden place, a place which is in out of the city. Most of the people will not visit there, so it is called forbid. The next one is punct, which means dot. Punct means dot. Punct means point or a dot. Punctual. That person actually came in the correct point, so which is called a punctual. Punctuation mark, we call it as a punctuation mark because punct means dot. Next one is acute. Acute means sharp. The example will be accurate. Accurate means he comes to work accurately, means sharply, without taking time, he comes accurately. Next we are going to see about some suffixes. Okay guys, the next thing now we are going to see is suffixes. Generally, what is a suffix? Suffix is a pair of letters which we use in the end of a sentence, which alters the meaning obviously, And let's today see some of the suffixes now. Suffix dom. Dom means state or quality. Freedom. The examples are freedom, kingdom. Freedom means liberty, kingdom means state ruled by king. So the next suffix will be hood. Hood also, the same meaning of hood is also state. Brotherhood, sisterhood. Brotherhood means state of being a brother. So hood means state. The next is ling. Ling means having characteristic of minor. Yearling. Yearling means year-old animal. Fingerling. Fingerling means baby fish. In the before sentence, yearling, year-old animal means a single 1 year old animal, like that. The next is ness. Ness means a condition or a state. Ness is defined as condition or a state of being. The examples are goodness. Goodness means decency. A person who is decent is called as goodness. Business, like business. Business is also obvious condition. It's like the working condition of a person. Business means occupation. Okay. The next is full. Full means full of. He is filled of. In simple words, fullness. Healthyful. This person is healthy, plentiful. The box has plentiful of balls means it is having many balls, like that. Ish, ISH. The suffix ISH means something like. Childish. Sanjay's behavior is childish, which means he is behaving like a child. So ish means something or like, in sort of, like a child. Okay. The next is wise. Wise means with regard to. With regard to, wise means. And the examples are money wise, healthy wise, which you obviously knows. With regard to money, with regard to wealth are the meanings of this. And the next suffix we are going to see is able. Able means capable of doing something. When a word ends with able means, which means capable of doing something. The next is scope. Scope means view, see, watch. For example, telescope, microscope are the examples. And I am going to give you a general warning in which prefix and suffix can also mean other meanings in some cases, not all cases. 95% of the times you will get the correct answers. I'm sorry, 99% you can get the correct answers, but for the last 1% there will be just very few words, like the word I am going to say now. This doesn't behave like a prefix and suffix. The example is in general case, in means negative, incapable, inappropriate. So in means incapable means he is not capable of doing. So in is a negative prefix. So but in see this example, consider this single example, inflammable. Yeah, this is a perfect example. I can say inflammable. What do you mean by inflammable? Before that, we will see what is flammable. Flammable is a material or a thing which is capable of catching fire is called flammable. And obviously many people will think in means negative. So inflammable means a thing which is incapable of catching fire. That will be the general case, many people will think, but that is wrong. The both inflammable and flammable means the same. The meaning of these two things is very similar, but it doesn't. This word doesn't obey the prefix and suffix form. So you have to be careful with this form of words, and let's continue with the final suffix word, which is called tom. Tom means cut something. For example, atom. I think this is a very perfect example which contains a negative prefix a. I have already told you a in the before class, and tom, cut. Atom is the smallest part. You know, everybody know atom is smallest part. A thing which is not capable of cutting furthermore is called atom. So it is the smallest form is called atom. Next is anatomy. Anatomy. Cutting and studying the sections of various flowers and animals is called as anatomy. Okay guys, from this final example, let's complete the classes of root words, prefixes, suffixes and phobias and manias. You can, if you have any trouble knowing this, knowing the concept of this video, you can see the video again to understand it better. And if you just cover these things I have explained in this board, most of the questions you can easily attend in all competitive examinations, and there are some exceptional cases to few persons. So thank you guys. Let's see with another topic in the future classes. Thank you.